Hey everyone and welcome back to some more Aven Colony. So, I've been looking around the interface a bit and there are actually a few things that I like. So, for example, if you are looking for a specific building and you don't really want to spend time looking around all these buildings, they can look a little bit same-ish at times, or maybe you just want to find something quickly because you have a huge colony, you can go to the colony control panel, then you can go to buildings, and you have a list of all the buildings. You can sort them by efficiency, you can sort them by the building name, so you can easily find all the solar modules, for example, all the solar panels, or anything really, all your water pumps, and you can instantly jump to that specific building on the map. The only downside right now is that you can't just move this window to the side, you can't just drag it around. So you can click on the water pump and then either do things here on the right side, or just close this window. But it's very easy to find buildings. You can also find buildings that have some issues potentially, like we can see the research center is at 20% efficiency, but that's mostly because it doesn't have enough workers, because we don't have enough population. But I like it. There are a few other useful tabs, like the colonists, for example. You can see what the morale is of your colonists. You can find the people with the lowest morale and try to figure out why they are unhappy. In this case, minus 26 morale contribution from commute time. So that's one problem. The lack of entertainment is another problem.
Happy to be part of your cult.
Yep, this is basically the biggest problem we have right now.
Governor.
The morale penalty from commute times.
Hello, Governor.
So placement does matter. Anyway, back to the game. Our goal right now is to reach 100 population, so let's maybe focus on that. We seem to be fine on food right now, and I think water is also okay. Let's check some of the overlays. Let's see, where can we see commute overlay? Right here. So yeah, this is kind of bad right here. 6.2 penalty. That's the life support module. That's pretty bad. What if we build a tunnel right here, for example? Would that remove the penalty? Let's find out. Alright, let's check now. I'm not sure if it will update instantly. Or, yep, it did update. Okay. So, we just need to get a tunnel or two. And it should at least partially fix the commute times. Alright, so let's try that then. And see how it works. Like so. And commute overlay. Yep, that's much better now. So now they should be happier for sure. Let's just check the list again. So, colonists. And sort by morale. 58, 63. It's definitely better.
Hello, Governor.
Yeah, there are no commute penalties on the most unhappy people. So that's something I like already. You can find some information quite easily about colonists or buildings. Right, so let's build up our population, shall we? Research. The inhabitants of the colony ship have heard a great deal about the substance known as mind mold and its remarkable effects on the human brain. It would seem that creation of this substance requires processing of several of the native plant species of Aven Prime. Now that you have a research center, instruct your scientists to research the secret to manufacturing mind mold, alright? Let's have a look then. Where's the research center exactly? Oh yeah, this one. The biggest thing, basically. So, research. Let's have a look. What are we supposed to research then? Research mind mold. Right here. Enhances compliance. Users are far less likely to commit crimes. Has opposite effect when withdrawn. Alright, so they will commit more crimes. Okay. Sounds good to me. Now, let's actually work on our population, shall we? So, tier 2 habitat. Yeah, we can build that. But where do we want that? Probably somewhere over here, I would say. Yeah, I think so. Because right now, we have quite a few apartments and habitats in this general area. So it would be nice to expand in this direction. Alright, we'll do that. Our food should be fine. Water seems okay as well. Storage is fine. Air quality is good. Alright, so we just need more living space basically. And we need a lot more colonists. Can we produce nanites faster? That would be a good idea. Let's have a look. Where's the nanite fabricator or whatever it was called? We can just use the list of buildings. It should be somewhere over here, I assume. I don't actually remember what exactly it was called. Nanite processor, right. Okay, it's over here. We should probably build another one. It's working at 66% efficiency because we don't have enough employees. But we are building up our habitats, so we should be getting more employees soon. We can build some smaller apartments as well. Not much else we can build in here, in this little space. So we can do that. And it looks like we're going to need more power soon. So let's wait for the nanites then. Winter warning. Well, we should be fine during the winter, but we do need a little bit of extra power. So that's the next thing we're going to grab. Tier 1. Alright, let's just place it over here. That should be good enough. There we go, but it would be a good idea to get something bigger. Maybe an extra battery next to the geothermal plant. There's the geothermal plant. There's not enough space for more batteries. We'll just build more solar panels. Or another geothermal plant over here. That should be in range of our construction drone hub. Yeah, it's in range. I think we should grab that, yeah. So let's do that, shall we? And then some tunnels. I can't use the shortcut anymore, apparently. That's a little bit strange. Oh, we don't have enough nanites, do we? Yeah, we didn't have enough nanites for that. Okay, I got so used to pressing space now to build the tunnels. It's convenient, but you can also do it like so. No problem with that. But pressing space is just way more convenient. We just need more nanites. We are losing some food, but we should have more than enough in our storage. So I'm not worried about that. We got over 1000 right now. Building not connected. Yeah, the geothermal generator. We know. Can't acquire workers. Yes, I know. Tell me something new. We're working on it. Calm down. There, that should do the trick. And some batteries, maybe. Once we get enough materials. There we go. We'll build a battery over here. And we can expand in this general direction, since we already built the tunnels. So that makes sense. Let's build another habitat. We'll have some workers nearby for our newest buildings. Sounds good? And maybe some food. Let's have a look. We can always sell it. Right, let's maybe check the spaceport. Where was the spaceport? Oh yeah, we don't actually have to look for the spaceport. We can just click trade. We are still exporting rice. We can see our progress down here in the bottom right corner. Distillation, well done. Your scientists now know how to produce mind mold. In order to manufacture that mind mold, we'll need to build a chemical plant. This will allow you to process various drinks and enhancement substances. Enhancement substances, I like that. Alright, well, we do need more nanites, as usual. That seems to be our main bottleneck at the moment, nanites. So where's that chemical plant? In here? Yep, there it is. We need 22 power, 18 workers, and 44 nanites. That is a lot of nanites. I do think we should build more nanite processors. And possibly more mines. That sounds like a good idea. Let's have a look. That's the wrong category, isn't it? Drone management, yeah, mining. Laser mine, nanite processor. Yeah, we could use another one. That definitely wouldn't hurt. And maybe a mine. Somewhere over here. 28 nanites in inventory. Let's just build a nanite processor tier 1 for now. So where do we want that? Probably somewhere in the middle. Where's the previous one again? Let's check the list of buildings. Yeah, I really like this list. It makes it very easy to find things. Especially if you keep rotating the map around a lot. Nanite processor is right here. So let's just build the second one in this general area. Maybe we can do something like this. And nanite processor. Alright, looks good. Get that done. And then we can build the chemical plant. Once we get enough materials for that. That's 44. Maybe get some food while we're at it. What if we build a greenhouse? Let's see. What can we get here? Rice. I'm just looking at fertility. Corn seems to be the best option. And barley. Let's build a corn greenhouse right around here. Sure, seems reasonable to me. Do that and we can place another apartment right here. That's just one tile that we should fill with something. And you know, we are still working on that population. That is the main goal at the moment. Alright, and let's check the employment overlay to see how we're doing on the manpower. Employment overlay. 100% employed. 55% jobs filled. Well, it seems fine right now. We don't need more people in general, but we already knew that. And we still need that chemical plant. Let's use speed 8 for a bit. Just need to wait for the materials. We are getting them faster now, so it was definitely worth building that extra processor. Alright, so chemical plant. I keep pressing space to pause the game. It's kind of a habit from other games. I'm looking at you, Paradox. But you can't do that here. That's 1 to pause the game. Where do we want this thing? Let's see. Somewhere over here, possibly? Yeah. We got some tunnels right here. That makes sense. Alright. And connect this area. And we'll check the commute overlay once it's done. Alright, so commute overlay. There's a problem over here. We should probably just connect that. To keep people happy, that should eliminate the problem. Overlay again. Yep, looks good now. It's mostly green everywhere, except our newest chemical plant.
A new mission is available.
Manufacturing. Now you should begin farming the required ingredients for the mind mold, Entari and the Xenosage. Once you have enough Entari and Xenosage, use your chemical plant to manufacture 100 mind mold. Alright. So, how do we get these resources then? Good question. Let's have a look. Farming structures? I don't think that was it. Entari, well, it's here. And Xenosage. Do we have to research that? Let's have a look at the research center. Yeah, I think so. No? No, these are things we can manufacture. Maybe we need to find them on the map. Is there some kind of overlay? Structure, air, resources, happiness, crime, crops? Well, no, not really. So how do we build that exactly then? I can't select it on the list. Okay, I'm actually not sure how I'm supposed to farm them. I can't select them on the list. Interesting. Building not connected. Wait, why is this here? Oh, they gave me a farm that produced it. Well, that explains a lot. Or did they? No, this is corn. You can switch. Okay, I think I see where this is going. Do you just need to place a farm on a resource and then switch? I'm not sure, but why is this farm even here? recycle it. We don't need it, do we? Not really, no. Okay, so how the heck do we get these resources? I'm a little bit confused. Let's see. Well, you don't mind them. They are clearly on the farming list. Oh, this is what you have to do. Alright, I mean, I guess that was kind of obvious. I totally ignored that checkbox. Right. Let's have a look then. Xenosage. Let's see. This seems like a good location for it. And over here, right next to our colony would be better, probably. 7.6 per hour. 7.3 per hour. 7.6 is the best we can do from the looks of it. Alright, right here. And connect it with a tunnel. And we also need Entari. Let's have a look. We should build a higher tier farm. I mean, I guess we can always upgrade it. So it's not a big deal. Entari. Right here. And let's just build it right next to the first one. That makes sense. Alright. So that's that. And I suppose we can upgrade the farms. Upgrade. We can't upgrade this one apparently. 40% efficiency. Well, we have the resources, I guess that was the point. Now we can manufacture some mind mold. Upgrade. Wait, hold on. Morale, conversion, shutdown, repair, upgrade. What? That's the chemical plant, so how are we supposed to make it? Conversion? Yeah, I guess that's conversion. We need 100, so 5 runs. We just need to wait to get enough resources. And we still need 100 population. Why is exporting rice taking so long? Do we not have enough rice? We just don't have enough rice. Yeah, I think it was rice we sort of arrived with, but we're not actually producing any ourselves. Okay, let's grab another energy battery. And maybe upgrade the geothermal generator, because it looks like we need more power. Our food seems fine during the winter, so I don't think we have to worry about that. Come on, upgrade the plant. It's already upgraded. Let's grab some rice then, shall we? Not a lot, just to complete the trade. 5.5, 4.6, 4.4, 5.0. Well, I guess this will be the best spot. It's somewhere around here. 5.3 is good enough. We can do that. There. Alright. What else is happening? Air quality alert. Oh yeah, right. We need to do something about that. Let's have a look. Air management structures, intake fan. That's what we need. Next to the geothermal plant. And that should fix the air problem. I guess we have to wait a little bit. Probably. Alright. What else can we build in here? Air filter. Do we need one? It's much more expensive than the air intake, but also more efficient, and is not vulnerable to toxic gas emissions. I don't think we need one right now. Doesn't sound like it. The air quality is going up. 21, 22, yeah, it's going up. Immigration vessel docked. So what about that mind mold? We have to wait, I guess. Yep, we have to wait to get more. Fair enough. And let's maybe finish exporting that rice. Looks good. Storage. Let's check our inventory. What do we have the most of?
I'm receiving urgent
Crisis
messages
detected.
about
Okay, what's going on?
air quality in your colony. Is everything okay down there?
I can't hear what she's saying, so I have no idea what just happened. There was no notification on screen, and I have no idea what the narrator just said. My volume level is too low, so I didn't hear. New mission available. Referendums. Now that your colony has reached 100 colonists, it's time to initiate referendums. Your objective for this mission is to win your first referendum election. Keep your colonists happy. You will need at least 50% of your inhabitants to be happy to win. The first referendum will occur next year. Alright. We have to win elections. I thought we were a dictator. Okay then. If that's what we have to do. But you know it doesn't matter who votes, right? It matters who counts. And we're the ones counting. So we win by default, right? Is that not how it works? So what do we need right now? Food seems to be fine, water is fine, air quality is almost 80%, which seems fine. We need to finish the mind mold, but we basically need to wait to finish production of the required resources. That's basically what we're waiting for. Antares, 20% efficiency. And the other one is right here, farm, 60% efficiency. Well, that's basically what we're waiting for. 2.0 per hour. Alright, new mission available. Exporting broccoli. Oh yeah, we finished the export. About time. Let's check trade. Import 230 soda. Alright, fine. That's good enough. We are producing broccoli, so that shouldn't be a problem. 23 air quality. Maybe we should build the air filter. I mean, we can afford it, I guess. So, okay, sure, let's build the air filter over here, for example. There's one tile that we can fill with something. We'll just fill it with the air filter. Alright. So, can we see our current approval rating or something? We need at least 50% to be happy. So let's have a look. Can we see the actual percentage here? These people aren't very happy. Why are they unhappy? Air quality. Well, we just improved that. Entertainment. How unreasonable. They want entertainment on an alien planet. Happiness. We got 54% happiness right now. So we are winning technically, but we should probably work on that a little bit. Can we get some entertainment for these people? We can try that. Alright, what do we have for entertainment? Do we even have anything? Farming, resource management, residential structures are for people. Can we actually get any entertainment at all? Services related structures, I guess that's it. Park. Slightly increases air quality and entertainment. Oh, that's nice. Bar and grill. Increases food quality and provides some entertainment. Okay. Retail center increases consumption morale by offering goods. VR center provides colonists virtual reality entertainment. Hospital. 30 nanites. Well, we do have a lot of nanites, so that's not a problem. Oh yeah, one of our goals here was to build an Earth History Center, wasn't it? It takes a very long time to build. Okay, that's huge, holy crap. Yeah, let's maybe not build that just yet. I think the goal was to build a colony that can sustain an Earth History Center, not necessarily to actually build one. Well, regardless, let's actually build a park in this area in case air quality is still going to be a problem. Let's have a look. Maybe somewhere closer to here and build a tunnel like so. Alright, that seems reasonable. It's roughly in the middle of the colony, but closer to the industrial area. Because this is a bit of an industrial area, basically. So what about that mind mold? Let's check our storage. That was R. Let's see. Xenosage. And the other resource was Entari. So why are we... Oh, do you have to click every single time? Oh, apparently you do have to just click it again. Alright, fair enough. Yeah, you have to click it again if you run out of resources while producing it. Okay, that's fine. Moldy, nicely done. There's a lot of demand for that mind mold up on the colony ship. Please export 200 mind mold. Alright then. We are still exporting broccoli, however. So let's wait for that. A trade vessel arrived. Objective completed.
As you recall, the Constitution guarantees
Referendum year. Alright,
the
let's
right
check
to
our
vote
happiness.
for the governor.
It should be
At that time,
fine.
promise again.
Morale. Can we see the percentage? What's the total percentage? 71%? Is that it? That was it, right? You need at least 50% of your inhabitants to be happy. I don't think that was it, but we definitely got at least 50% happy. Okay, I think I was looking at the wrong number earlier. It kind of overlapped with one of the buildings. So it wasn't actual happiness. Well, most of them seem to be happy, so I guess we're doing fine. 21% morale. We should win. 0% addicted. Okay, objective completed. Let's check some of the overlays. Structures, resources. Commute. Seems fine. We got no crime. Employment. Everything is looking fine. Alright, let's export the mind mold then, shall we? New mission available. Exporting barley. Hey, we didn't finish exporting mind mold just yet. We should be winning the
There's a
referendum
election
soon.
coming up soon.
Referendum
I have some
update.
feedback from your colonists.
67% of the vote. So is that the morale basically? Yeah, that's basically the morale. Okay, I was a little bit confused for a moment. But we should win without any problems. I mean, this is just the first mission, so I didn't expect it to be very hard. It's still kind of like an extension of the tutorial, that's basically what it is. Sol 6.
I've compiled some
Referendum
feedback to help
update.
guide you in the upcoming
69% of the vote. You need a majority to continue governing. The negative sentiments include: I miss the shopping centers on the colony ship. This colony doesn't take law and order seriously. How do we not take law and order seriously when we have 0% crime? We can barely breathe in here. We got what? 70% air quality? Or something like that? You guys really like complaining, don't you? Air quality, 74. Well, apparently that counts as marginal. Let's have a look at the air quality overlay. Where was it? Oh yeah, right here, that's kind of obvious. It's not great, I suppose. We should work on that then. Can we upgrade the intake fan? Yes, we can. So let's maybe do that. And where's the other generator? Right here. There was an intake fan somewhere close to it. Yep, right here. So let's upgrade that. That should help. There. That will help, I assume. It should go up. It's going up. Objective completed. Now we can export barley.
We have some thoughts
Expanding
on
further.
investment.
High Command would like you to expand your colony further. Please create 4 additional structures of any type. Alright then. What do we need the most? Our food seems to be fine. Our food stockpile is steadily increasing over time. We could probably use more employees. Yeah, I bet we could use more employees. Let's check buildings. Yeah, we could certainly use more employees. Let's have a look then. We can build some smaller apartment blocks over here. Not much else we can fit in that space anyway. And skyscraper, that's a little bit too big. But we can place a habitat right here. That seems reasonable. And commute times will be good. And 2 more buildings, maybe a little bit of extra power. Or an additional energy battery. From what I remember, 1 generator can support up to 4 energy batteries. So that should be okay. Provide power, yep, provide power.
I've consulted with the inhabitants of the colony.
And provide
They've given
power.
me some feedback
Provides
that
20
they
power from the battery storage to the surrounding electrical grid. Seasonal referendum projections place you at 20%. Yeah, we are that good. And 1 more building somewhere. Let's maybe get some entertainment then. So, services rated structures, bar and grill. Or, what about the shopping center, retail center? Okay, it does have range, so it would be best to build it somewhere in the middle. Like so. Alright, looks good. That should do the trick. And it will keep people happier. Let's check commute times right now. Yep, looks fine. There's a bit of a problem up here. Probably because of lack of a tunnel. Reward available. 90 nanites, immigrants. Let's get immigrants. Did we win the referendum yet? We should be winning it soon. Immigration vessel docked. Battery switched to idle mode. Another mission, police. Crime is becoming more of a problem in your colony. How is it becoming a problem when it was at 0? Or are we actually getting some crime? Actually, we are getting some crime. But we just won the referendum. This victory unlocked 10 new social policies, alright? We got 80%, but that's not the end of the mission yet. Okay. Skyscrapers. As your population grows, you'll need to find them more suitable accommodations. Please build a skyscraper. Alright. But what was that about the crime? Let's see. Crime is becoming more of a problem in your colony. The best way to address this is to build a police drone hub somewhere close to the center, where it will be able to cover as much of the colony as possible. Alright, we'll do that, but this is going to be the end of this episode, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.